Hello all of you, welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to discuss First Flight book, chapter 1st, second poem Fire and Ice. This poem is written by Robert Frost. Before we start this poem, we should know a short description about this poem. This poem, Fire and Ice, is a short poem written by Robert Frost. In this poem, the poet refers to predictions of how the world will end. Prediction means saying what will happen, what somebody thinks will happen. Okay, and here some says it will end in fire, whereas others say it will end in ice. According to the poet, fire stands for desire, greed, avarice, or lust. Lust means very strong desire to have or get something. The more you try to satisfy them, the more they grow. There is no end to it. Now we will start the poem. Some say the world will end in fire. Some say in ice. In this poem, there is a two group of people. One group say the world will end in fire, and the next group say the world will end in ice. First group is the opinion that someday the earth's core will get the heated up, that it would lead the fire, destroying the earth surface. Okay. On the other hand, the second group says that if the temperature goes down to an extent that makes life on earth impossible, it would have the same catastrophic effect. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. And here desire means a strong feeling or wanting to have something or wishing for something to happen. Okay, and the next word is here favor. Favor means approval or support. In the given line, the poet compares fire and ice with the destructive features of human emotions, desire and hatred. Mr. Robert Frost says that from what he is aware about fiery desires, he would favor the ones who say that it would be fire. By saying so, he brings about the idea that human beings let their emotions rule them and the consequence of unmonitored. Logging in chaos. Chaos means a state of a great disorder, confusion. But if it had to perish twice, perish means here to die or be destroyed. I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice. Here the destruction means the action of destroying or something is also great and would suffice. Suffice means to be enough for somebody or something. Here our poet Mr. Robert Frost is saying, why not waiving of the first opinion of the fire? He considers if the world has to expire twice, ice would be equally competent. The word competent means having the ability or skill needed for something. In ending it, he brings about a contrast between ice and hatred. The human capability of insensitivity and hatred, has the potential for inner destruction. Though slow and steady, it has the same effect that desire has on us. So, if given an opinion between fire and ice, ice would be just as good as fire to destroy the world. In the last para, Mr. Robert first compared hatred and desire. These also capable or able to destroy the world. Here, poet compared that desire has no limit. That's why the poet compared desire as a destruction and it can destroy the whole world. That's why the poet compare fire as a desire. And here the poet compared eyes as a hatred. Hatred also equally capable to destroy the world and it is sufficient to destroy. Here the poet compared hatred may also any caste, creed, religion and it may be hatred then it can destroy us. I hope all of you understood this poem in a better way. Now we will talk about a rhyming scheme. So in this poem, our rhyming scheme will come here as a fire and desire and fire we will point out as a AA. Okay, then and here ice or twice or ice or suffice we will point out as a BBB and here we will hate and great we will point out as a CC. Okay, so our rhyming scheme will come AB, AA, BC, BCB. Okay. Now we will see the next thing, that is a poetic device. First of all, we will talk about a illustration. What is a illustration means? Illustration is the repetition of a consonant sound at the start of two or more closely placed words. So here we will see in the first line there is written world or will. So here the both words start from the W. So here our alliteration will come. Then here some or say. Here also alliteration will come. And here the fourth line favor and fire. Here also our alliteration will come. Now we will discuss the another poetic device, that is assonance. Assonance means it is repetition of vowel sounds in same line. The repetition is at different places in different words. So here we will see. In the fourth line there is a repetition of vowel sound, that is hold, those, who, favor. So O sound here came in the fourth line. Okay. So here the poetic device assonance will come. Here we will talk about another poetic device, that is anaphora. Anaphora means the repetition of a word or expression at the start of two or more consecutive lines. And you can see first and the second line there is some say. So there is a repetition of words in a consecutive lines. So here our poetic device anaphora will come. So here we will see the next poetic device, that is a personification. Personification means is to give human qualities to inanimate objects. In this poem, fire and ice are capable of destruction. Thus the poet personifies fire and ice by giving them. So here the personification fire and ice will come. Okay. So here we will see the next poetic device, that is a enjambment. Enjambment means it is defined as the though or clause that does not come to an end at a line break, rather it moves over to the next line. Okay. So here we will see our enjambment. Here you can see fire. Then the next line it's come ice. So there is not any punctuation mark is used. Full stop, not comma, anything. Okay. Then here in the third line and the fourth line, see that desire there is written. So there also not use any punctuation mark. See in the 6th and 7th and 8th line, there also not comma and full stop, nothing is used here. Okay, so our poetic device will come enjambment. I hope all of you understood this poem in a better way. Okay, bye. Then see you in the next video.